illustration sum number 22 and the exercise sum number 22. Okay, let's read the heading and the questions. Ramesh, Ravi and Akash are partners who are sharing profit and losses in their capital ratio. Underline here, this is the new information from previous question. Okay, their balance sheet as on 31/12/2017 is as follows. Liability items are capital, general reserve, creditors. Asset items are plant and machinery, stock, debtors, cash at bank, cash in hand. Apart from that balance sheet, they have given the additional information, that is, Akash died on 31/3/2018. On the death of Akash, the following adjustments are made. Plant and machinery is to be valued at 54,000 rupees, stock to be depreciated. Goodwill of the firm is valued at 24,000 rupees. Share of profit of Akash is to be calculated from the closing of last financial year to be dated of death on the basis of average of the three completed years' profit before death. Profit for 2015, 16 and 17 were 66,000, 60,000 and 66,000 rupees respectively. Prepare the necessary ledger account and the balance sheet immediately after the death of Akash. Okay, so what they asked from the given information, they asked us to prepare the necessary ledger account. What are the necessary ledger account? Which means revaluation account and partners capital account, they called as the necessary ledger account. So we need to prepare revaluation account and partners capital account for ledger account, and the balance sheet. Where we prepare the balance sheet? When we prepare the balance sheet immediately after death of Akash. Okay, so balance sheet we calculated after death of Akash, but the ledger account for revaluation account and the capital account we prepare including Akash. Okay, including the partner, died partner Akash. Okay, let's go to prepare first account. Ledger account is revaluation account. Okay, let's come to the adjustment when prepare the revaluation account. The first adjustment is plant and machinery is to be valued 54,000 rupees. Already they have given in the asset side of the balance sheet, plant and machinery value is 45,000 rupees. So it will be reduced from 45,000 rupees into 54,000, which means plant and machinery value increased or decreased. Plant machinery value is increased. How much rupees increased? Plant and machinery actual adjustment they have given 54,000 rupees. Already they have the plant and machinery value 45,000 rupees. So it will be increased from 45,000 into 54,000. How much rupees? After subtracted 45,000 from 54,000, you will get 9,000 rupees. So 9,000 rupees the plant and machinery value increased. If the plant and machinery value increases, it will be debited. So what can you write in journal entry? Plant and machinery account at 9,000 rupees to revaluation account 9,000 rupees. Let's take this journal entry. Where is revaluation account appears? Revaluation account appears on creditor side. So what you do? You go to credit side of the revaluation account and enter the opposite account, that is the plant and machinery account. So accordingly, we come to credit side of the revaluation account and enter the opposite account, that is buy plant and machinery 9,000 rupees on credit side of the revaluation account. The next adjustment is stock to be depreciated 1,000 rupees. Okay, so stock value depreciated means decreases. Decreases means what we do? We have to credit the stock value. Which account is to be debited? Revaluation account is to be debited 1,000 rupees to stock account 1,000 rupees. Okay, so listen here. Let's take the in this transaction. Where is revaluation account is appears? Revaluation account is appears on debtor side. So you go to debtor side of the revaluation account and enter to stock account 1,000 rupees. Accordingly, we come to debtor side of the revaluation account and enter to stock account 1,000 rupees entered. So revaluation related transactions we taken from the adjustment and enter into the ledger account on revaluation account. Now we are going to what to do? We are going to find the total. How can you find the total? Which side we have the higher value, that side we consider as the total. Accordingly, on the basis of the rule, debit side we have 1000 rupees. Okay. Credit side we have 9000 rupees. After compare debit and credit, which side we have the higher value? Credit side we have the higher value. So credit side we enter the total as 9000 rupees. If you get the total on credit side, you will get the profit or loss on profit on revaluation on debit side. Okay. So based on that, you have to subtract and find out the difference between debit and credit. How can you find out the difference between debit and credit? We have to subtract that 9000 rupees debit side total from 9000 rupees credit side total. So 9000 rupees minus 1000 rupees, we will get 8000 rupees. Okay. So 8000 rupees is called as a profit on revaluation account. So we enter 8000 rupees on debtor side. After you enter 8000 rupees, you are going to write against this 8000 rupees to profit on revaluation account rupees 8000. Then what you do? Immediately we have to transfer the profit on revaluation account 8000 rupees into the plus capital account with the profit sharing ratio. So let's check the profit sharing ratio. They have given the profit sharing ratio in the question. No, they didn't given the profit sharing ratio in the question. So how can you find out the profit sharing ratio? Listen, what they instead of profit sharing ratio, what they given here, they have given share of profit and losses their capital ratio. So let's check the capital value for the partners account. 30,000, 30,000, 30,000, 20,000 rupees. So 30,000, 30,000, 20,000 rupees. How can you convert it into 30,000 for Ramesh, 30,000 for Ravi, and 20,000 for Akash? So we can take this capital amount as the profit sharing ratio, which means 3:3:2. Got it? So after that, you get the profit sharing ratio from the total for partners capital. Got? So what you do now? Now we have to find out the total profit sharing ratio. How can you find out the total profit sharing ratio? For that, you have to sum up the profit sharing ratio, which means 3:3:2 means what? Listen. So Ramesh, Ravi, and Akash capital value is 30,000, 30,000, 20,000 rupees we entered. So after that, we have to cancel that 40 among these partners capital. After cancel it, you got 3:3:2. So this is called as a profit sharing ratio for three partners, Ramesh, Ravi, and Akash. Now we have to sum up the profit sharing ratio, which means 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 2 8. So we have to enter, we will enter that sum of the profit sharing ratio, total of the profit sharing ratio 8 on denominator. After that, we can convert Ramesh profit sharing ratio 3/8, Ravi's profit sharing ratio 2/8, and Akash profit sharing ratio is 2/8. So in this way, we will calculate the profit on revaluation account 8,000 rupees. Okay. So profit on revaluation, how much rupees? Profit on revaluation 8,000 rupees is to be transferred to respective partners. Profit sharing ratio. Who are the respective partners? Ramesh, Ravi, and Akash capital. Okay. So 8,000 rupees will be calculated with the profit sharing ratio 3/8 and 8,000 into 3/8 for Ravi, 8,000 profit on revaluation into 2/8 for Akash. Okay. Let's cancel it. 8 is cancel one time. So we have 30 here. 1,000 into 3 are 3,000 rupees goes to Ramesh capital account, and similarly 8 cancel one time. 30 is to be added here. 3,000 into 1,000 into 3 are 3,000 rupees will transfer to Ravi's capital account, and 8 cancel for one time. 30 is to be added here. 3,000 into 2 are 2,000 rupees will be transferred to Akash capital account. Okay, so we prepared the revaluation account. Now what we do, we are going to calculate capital account. So you know the format for the capital account. We always started the capital account with the opening capital. The opening capital they have given in the question. Ramesh opening capital 30,000 rupees. Ravi's opening capital 30,000 rupees. Akash opening capital is 20,000 rupees. It will be entered on credit side of the capital account by balance brought down 30,000, 30,000, 20,000 entered with their respective partners column. Okay, after we enter the capital, let's come to take the general reserve. General reserve value is 8,000 rupees. It will be transferred to respective partners capital account with their profit sharing ratio, which means 3:3:2. So how much rupees the general reserve? 8,000 rupees. That 8,000 rupees general reserve we converted into partners capital account. Got it? So 8,000 rupees into Ramesh profit sharing ratio 3/8. Okay. So the same answer already we get that 8,000 rupees we transfer to respective partners capital account with a profit sharing ratio. You will get 3,000 rupees goes to Ramesh capital account and 3,000 rupees goes to Ravi's capital account and 2,000 rupees goes to general reserve goes to Akash capital account with the profit sharing ratio 3:3:2. Got it? For 8,000 rupees general reserve. Okay. Then listen here. We have get profit on revaluation account in which side? On debtor side. Okay. It will be converted into partners capital account. So here what we see partners capital account. So if you see the partners capital account, then it will be transferred to respective partners capital account on which side? On credit side. So for that, according to that, we transferred profit on revaluation account on credit side of the capital account 3,000, 3,000 and 2,000 with respective partners column. Okay. Then come to next transaction, next adjustment, that is goodwill of the firm is valued to 24,000 given in the question. Okay, goodwill of the firm how much rupees? 24,000 rupees. Okay, so who is died from the partnership firm? Akash died on 31/3/2018. So we will calculate that goodwill value in died partner Akash. Okay. So goodwill firms goodwill is they have given in the question 24,000 rupees. What is the Akash share of goodwill? We will calculate the share of goodwill from 24,000. Akash share of profit, that is 2/8. There is Akash share. So 1 2 is 2, 4 2s are 8. Okay. Then 1 4 is 4. 6 4s are 24, 30 is to be added here. So 6,000 into 1 are 6,000 rupees. So died partner Akash share of goodwill is 6,000 rupees. That share of goodwill immediately transferred to continue partners gaining ratio. Okay, so how can you find out continue partners gaining ratio if they not given the new profit sharing ratio? If they given the new profit sharing ratio in the question only, you can calculate the gaining ratio, which means we have subtracted old ratio minus new ratio, you will get the gaining ratio. But here they didn't given gaining ratio. So how can you find out the gaining ratio? We can take the old ratio as the gaining ratio. Okay, so old profit sharing ratio for Ramesh is 3, Ravi's old share is 3. Okay, so 3:3, which means 3 goes for Ramesh and 3 goes for Ravi. So 3 plus 3 what? 6. So you can enter that sum of the ratio in denominator, or otherwise 3:3 means 1:1. Okay, similar value, same value we have as the ratio. So if we get the same value for two partners, we assume it as 1:1 ratio. So you can take 1:1 means 1 plus 1 how much? 2. The sum of the ratio you will enter on denominator, right? The actual ratio you will enter on numerator 1:1. Denominator you will get the sum of the ratio 1/2, 1/2. Otherwise you can take the actual ratio for actual old ratio for the company partner Ramesh and Ravi is 3:3. So 3:3 means 3/6, 3/6. You can enter the gaining ratio for Ravi and Ramesh 1:2 and 1/2 or 3/6 or 3/6. Whatever you can take as you like. Okay. So what is the died partner Akash goodwill value 6,000 rupees? It will be transferred to company partners capital account with their gaining ratio 1/2, 1/2. Okay. Accordingly, 1/2 is 2, 3 2s are 6, 3 0 is to be added here. 3,000 into 1s are 3,000 rupees. Similarly, 1/2 is 2, 3 2s are 6, 3 0 is to be added here. 3,000 into 1s are 3,000 rupees goes to Ravi's capital account. What is the journal entry for this share of died partner share of goodwill? Immediately 6,000 rupees transferred to died partners capital account. Then it will be taken from died partners capital account and distributed to company partners gaining ratio, company partners capital account with their gaining ratio. So what is the journal entry for company partners gaining ratio for the taken from died partners capital account? So Ramesh capital account at 3,000 rupees, Ravi's capital account at 3,000 rupees to Akash capital account 3,000 rupees. Listen here, debtor and creditor side we have capital account, same account on debtor and creditor side. Say, listen, who is the giver? Ramesh is Akash, died partner Akash is a giver, So credit the giver, right? Who is the receiver? Company partner Ramesh and Ravi is the receiver. So it will be debited. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So according to that format, Ramesh capital account we transferred, Ravi's capital account we transferred from Akash capital account 6,000 rupees with their gaining ratio. Listen this transaction. Let's take debtor side to post it into the capital account. Where is capital account appears on debtor side? Who are the appears on debtor side? Ramesh and Ravi. On which account? On capital account. So you go to debtor side of the capital account and enter the opposite account, that is Akash capital account. Okay, got it? So in this way, we come to debtor side of the capital account and enter the opposite account, that is Akash capital account. Got it? So listen, we come to debtor side of the capital account and enter the opposite account, that is Akash capital account. Enter in particular column. And which amount you have to enter? Listen here. Which side you go, that amount you have to enter. We go to debtor side. So we come to debtor side of the capital account, and which account, with what are the amounts is on debtor side, we have enter as per that. Okay. So debtor side we have 3,000 rupees on Ramesh column. We will enter 3,000 rupees in Ravi's column on debtor side of the capital account. Got it? You can't confuse about it. Okay. Similarly, this is what I said already in 3-4 sums previous exercise and illustration. I continuously said this is called contra entry because we have capital account on both debtor and creditor side. Let's come take the creditor side. Which account is on creditor side? Whose account is on creditor side? Akash capital account. Listen what you listen here. Capital account. So you go to credit side of the capital account and you have to enter the opposite account. What is the opposite account? Ramesh and Ravi's capital account. So you are going to enter Ramesh capital account and Ravi's capital account. And what amount you are going to write? 3,000, 3,000. Enter into Akash column. Got it? In credit side of the capital account, you are going to enter Akash column on which amount? That 3,000 rupees, 3,000 rupees given to Ramesh capital and Ravi's capital 3,000, 3,000 entered. Okay, got it? Let's come to the next transaction, next adjustment. The fourth adjustment is a share of profit of Akash is to be calculated from the closing of the last financial year to the date of death of the basics of the average of the 3 completed years profit before death. So previous 3 financial years, they got profit only 2015, 16, 17. The profit rupees is 66,000, 60,000 and 66,000 for last previous consecutive years, financial years. They got profit from the firm. So we find out the average profit from the firm from 3 consecutive years. Okay, so profit for average profit for the 3 years is what? 2016, 40,000 rupees, right? 1 minute. Yes, yeah, wait, just a minute. So 2015 they get a profit 66,000. 2016 they got a profit of the firm 60,000. 17 66,000 rupees. So how many years are here? There are 3 years. 3 years means divided by 3. Okay. After added 66 plus 2. Remaining 1 6 3 6 are 18 plus 1 9. So 3 0 we have added here 1,92,000 rupees divided by 3. Okay, so 1 3 is 3. Six threes are 18. 18 minus 19, you got 1. Okay, 19 subtracted from 18 subtracted from 19, we have 1. It's converted into 12, right? So how many 3 is in 12? 4 3s are 12. Okay, 3 zeros to be added here. So 64,000 average profit for 3 years is 64,000. So now we have to calculate current year profit. How can you calculate current year profit? That 64,000 rupees when Akash died 31/3/2018. So for 3 months, what is the average profit for 3 months out of 12 months? Okay, so for that 1 3 is 3, 4 3s are 12. Okay, 1 4 is 4, 1 4 is 4, remaining 2, 6 4s are 16, 3 0 is to be added here. So 16,000 rupees. So current year's profit for 64,000 rupees, 16,000 rupees is the average current year's profit. Okay, so that 16,000 rupees is the firm's profit. Firm's current year profit is 16,000 rupees. What is the died partner Akash's share of current year's profit? So you have to calculate that 16,000 rupees Akash profit sharing ratio. Akash profit sharing ratio is how much? What is the Akash profit sharing ratio? 2:8. Okay, so we have to calculate that 16,000 into 2:8 means 1 2 is 2, 4 2s are 8. Okay, so similarly 1 4 is 4, 4 4s are 16. This 2 3 0 is to be added here. So Akash profit sharing ratio, died partner Akash current year's profit is 4,000 rupees. It is, we have to write profit and loss suspense account. Okay, why you can write suspense account? We can't accurately the current year's profit. We can, how can you calculate current year's profit? After the end of the current year only you can calculate the accurate current year profit. They can't given the current year profit. Suddenly Akash as a partner died suddenly, they can disclose the company. Okay, So immediately they calculated the current year. Immediately they closed the partnership firm. Okay. So for that they have taken previous year's profit, consecutive previous year's profit. From that previous year's average profit only, they calculated the died partners Akash share of current year's profit. Okay, so it will be changes. It can change after the end of the year only. Current year only, they can find out what is the actual profit the partnership gain. Okay, so for to find out the Akash share of current year profit, they can take in the previous 3 consecutive years of financial years profit. Okay, so for that you have to write profit and loss suspense account 4,000 rupees. That 4,000 rupees profit and loss suspense account is to be entered on credit side of the capital account. Okay, in Akash column, profit and loss account, profit and loss suspense account 4,000 rupees is to be entered on Akash column. Got it? Okay. So capital related transaction we entered here. Now what we do, we have to find out the total. To find the total, which side we have the higher value, that side we consider as the total. Accordingly, debit side we have 3,000 lesser value compared to credit side 30,000 20,000. After compared both sides, credit side we have the higher value. So credit side we find the total. Okay, 30,000 plus 3,000 plus 3,000, 36,000, 30,000 plus 3,000 plus 3,000, 36,000 rupees, 20,000 plus 2,000 plus 2,000 plus 4,000 plus 3,000 plus 3,000, you got 34,000 rupees. Okay. The same total you are going to enter the same horizontal line on debtor side, 36,000 rupees and 36,000 rupees, 34,000 rupees. After you enter the total, we will find out closing balance. Okay, so how can you find out the closing balance? We will subtract 3,000 from 36,000, you will get 33,000. 3,000 subtracted from 36,000, you got 33,000. There is no value in Akash column, so that 34,000 you entered here. Listen, how much final settlement the country partners will give to Akash, dairy partner Akash, 34,000 rupees. So you can't pay the 34,000 to dairy partners Akash because Akash died. So how can you settle this 34,000 rupees? Akash legal representative executor only, you can settle that value 34,000 rupees. So again this value you are going to write Akash executor account. Okay, got it? So after enter it, that 33,000 you are going to write against this value, you are going to write to balance carry down. This is the closing balance for continue partner Ramesh and Ravi. Then immediately you will transfer into opposite side. You will draw down to opposite side on the empty below the total the same value 33,000 in Akash column and Ramesh column, and the 30,000 rupees will be entered below the total in Ravi's column. After you enter this value, against this you are going to write by balance brought down. By balance brought down means this is the opening balance for continue partner Ramesh and Ravi. Okay, who are continuous partner? Ramesh and Ravi. So what is their opening capital for next accounting period? Their opening capital for next accounting period is 33,000 respectively. So this opening capital will be entered into liability side of the balance sheet. Heading is capital account. Who are the partners will continue for next accounting period? Ramesh. What is the Ramesh capital opening capital? 33,000 will be entered. What is the Ravi's opening capital? 33,000 entered here. After added, you will get 66,000 rupees. Then to whom they settle the final amount? Dairy partner Akash executor. So that Akash executor account 34,000 rupees will be entered on liability side, 34,000 rupees, because these country partners is liable for Akash executor, 34,000 rupees. Okay. Then come to the question on liability side, what are the accounts will be entered into new balance sheet? Creditor account. Creditor 8,000 rupees. There is no adjustment for creditor. So it will be entered directly on liability side of the balance sheet. Sundry creditors 8,000 rupees entered. So liability side are completed. Let's come to asset side. Let's take the come to our question. Asset side, first item is a plant and machinery 45,000 rupees. So we have to enter plant and machinery 45,000 rupees in inner amount column. Why? Because we have the adjustment for plant and machinery. So let's take the adjustment in the question. Plant and machinery is to be valued 54,000 rupees. So it will be increased from 45,000 into 54,000. So what is the difference between after subtracted 9,000 rupees increased? If the 9,000 rupees increases, it will be added with the plant and machinery on asset side of the balance sheet. So appreciation means added. After add 9,000 rupees with 45,000 rupees, we will get 54,000 rupees. Okay, let's come to the question. Stock value 22,000 rupees. Okay, stock value 22,000 rupees will enter on inner amount column because we have the adjustment for stock. So stock to be depreciated 1,000 rupees. Stock to be depreciated means subtracted. So less depreciation 1,000 rupees. After subtracted 1,000 from 22,000, you will get 21,000 rupees. Okay, let's come to the question. Debtors 15,000 rupees. We don't have any adjustment for debtors, so it will be entered directly in the new balance sheet. Debtors 15,000 rupees enter in outer amount column. Let's come to the question. Cash at bank 10,000 rupees. Cash in hand 4,000 rupees. There is any adjustment for cash in hand, cash at bank? No, there is no adjustment given in the question. So it will be directly entered into outer amount column. Cash at bank 10,000 rupees, cash in hand 4,000 rupees. Lesson. Then profit and loss 4,000 rupees is suspense account. We have to enter in, taken from capital account and enter into the asset side of the balance sheet. Okay, 4,000 rupees entered. Okay, so now what we do, we have to sum up the value on both the side. Let's take the liability side. 66,000 plus 34,000 plus 8,000, you will get 1,08,000 rupees. And come to asset side, 54,000 plus 21,000 rupees plus 15,000 plus 10,000 plus 4,000 plus 1,000 added together, you will get 1,08,000 rupees. So asset and liability side will have the same value. So our sum is right. Similarly, let's come to exercise sum number 22. Okay, please subscribe my channel. Do you have any doubt? Please chat with me. I will explain you. Ready? Okay. So let's read the question. Vijayan, Sudan and Suban are partners who share profit and losses in the ratio is not given in the question. So profit and losses in their capital ratio. Their balance sheet as on 31/12/2018 is as follows. Okay, so 31/12/2018 balance sheet liabilities items are capital account for 3 partners and general reserve, creditors, building stock, debtors, cash at bank, cash in hand given in asset side. Okay, Suman died on 31/3/2019. On the death of Suman, the following adjustments are made. Building is to be valued 1 lakh rupees, stock to be depreciated 5,000 rupees, goodwill of the firm is valued 36,000 rupees, share of a profit from the closing of the last financial year to the date of the debt on the basis of the average of the 3 completed years profit before debt. Profit for 2016, 17 and 18 were 40,000, 50,000, 30,000 respectively. Prepare necessary ledger account and the balance sheet immediately after the death of the Suman. Okay, so from the information, what we do the three accounts. What are they? Ledger account for two accounts. What are that? There are revaluation account and the capital partners capital account for ledger account, and balance sheet immediately after death of the Suman. Okay, let's prepare the ledger account. Okay, let's take the adjustment first. So what is the first adjustment? Building is to be valued at 1 lakh rupees. What is the actual value? Previous year they have given the building 80,000 rupees. So from 80,000 rupees it will be increased into 1 lakh. So we have to subtract the 80,000 minus 1 lakh, you will get 20,000 rupees. So 20,000 rupees building value increased. If the building value increases, it will be added with the previous year building on asset side of the balance sheet here. So your building value increases, it is to be debited. Whenever building value increases, it is to be debited. So building account at 20,000 rupees to revaluation account 20,000 rupees. Let's take this transaction. Where is revaluation account appears? Revaluation account appears on credit side. Okay, so what you do, you go to credit side of the revaluation account and enter the opposite account, that is a building account. By building account 20,000 rupees entered. Let's come to the next adjustment. The stock to be depreciated 5,000 rupees. Stock depreciated means stock value decreases, which means subtracted. Okay, so if the stock value decreases, it will be credited. Whenever stock value decreases, it will be credited. So stock value 5,000 rupees credited. Which account is to be debited? Revaluation account is to be debited. Let's take this transaction. Revaluation account at 5,000 rupees to stock account 5,000 rupees. How can you prepare the ledger account for revaluation account? Let's take the revaluation account. Where is revaluation account is appears? It appears on debtor side. So you go to debtor side of the revaluation account and enter the opposite account. Which is the opposite account? Stock account is the opposite account. So you go to debtor side of the revaluation account and enter to stock account 5,000 rupees entered. Okay. So we have two adjustments related to revaluation account. We entered that account into the ledger account as the revaluation account. Now what we do, we have to find the total. How can we find the total? Which side we have the higher value, that side we consider as the total. Accordingly, debit side we have 5,000 rupees, credit side we have 20,000 rupees. So after compared both the side, which side we have higher value? Credit side we have the higher value. So credit side we enter 20,000 rupees as total. After enter the total, the same value you are going to enter on debtor side as total. Okay, so same value we say the total, right? So enter the total. After enter the total, listen the format. If you get the total on credit side, you will get the profit on debtor side. Okay, balancing figure on debtor side. Accordingly, we find out the balancing figure. How can you find out the balancing figure? We have to subtract the debit side total from credit side total. So credit side total we have 20,000 rupees. What is the debit side total? 5,000 rupees. Now we have to subtract it. After subtracted, we have 15,000 rupees. That 15,000 rupees is considered as profit on revaluation account. So we have entered that 15,000 rupees differences. Against this, you are going to write to profit on revaluation account. Okay. After you enter 15,000 rupees as profit on revaluation account, please subscribe my channel. If you like it, please like symbol, give the like symbol and share with your friends, 12th standard accountants. Okay, listen. Against this profit on revaluation account will be immediately transferred to the respective partners capital account with the profit sharing ratio. Listen here carefully. If they given the profit sharing ratio, no, they didn't given the profit sharing ratio. How can you find out the profit sharing ratio? With the capital ratio, we can take the profit sharing ratio. They have given here who share profit and losses in their capital ratio. What is their capital ratio they given in the question? 70,000 plus 50,000 plus 30,000. So 70,000, 50,000 plus 30,000, right? For respective partners capital account. Here Vijayan's capital value 70,000. Sudan's capital value is 50,000 rupees and Suman's capital value is 30,000 rupees. How can you take it? We can cancel that 4 zeros. Remaining we have 7:5:3. This is the profit sharing ratio for the respective three partners. Okay. So now we can calculate the profit on revaluation for this profit sharing ratio. 7:5:3 is the profit sharing ratio. Okay. So 7:3:5. How can you calculate? We have to sum up this value. 7 plus 5, how much? 12. 12 plus 3, 15. So the sum of the profit sharing total of the profit sharing value you are going to enter on denominator. Okay. So 7/15 goes to Vijayan. So 5/15 goes to whom? Sudan. And 3/15 goes to whom? Suman. Okay. Accordingly, we are calculated the profit on revaluation for 15,000 for 7/15 and 5/15 and 3/15. Now we cancel it. Okay. So 15 one time cancelled, remaining 115 cancelled, 3 zeros to be added. 7 into thousands are 7,000 rupees goes to Vijayan's capital account. And similarly, 115 cancel for one time. Okay. Remaining we have one time cancelled, 3 zeros to be added here. 3,000 into 5 are 5,000 rupees. Transfer to profit on revaluation, transfer to Sudan's capital account, and let's take similarly 15 one time cancel, 3 zeros to be added here for 30. 1,000 into 3 are 3,000 rupees, transfer to whose capital account? Suman's capital account. So we prepared revaluation account, right? So now we are going to prepare the capital account. Okay. So what is the, how can you start the capital account? First account we always started on capital account with opening capital. So opening capital they are given in the question on liability side of the balance sheet. Vijayan's opening capital 70,000 rupees, Sudan's opening capital 50,000 rupees, Suman's open capital is 30,000 rupees. Accordingly, we entered 70,000, 50,000, 30,000 for respective partners capital column. Credit side of the capital, against this you are going to write to buy balance drawdown. Drawdown means this is the opening capital for the respective partners. Always enter credit side of the capital. After enter that, let's take the liability side of the balance sheet, general reserve. General reserve always enter on credit side of the capital account with the partners, respective partners profit sharing ratio. Profit sharing ratio means 7:5:3. Okay. So accordingly, 18,000 general reserve will be transferred to partners capital account. General reserve value 18,000 rupees will be transferred to partners capital account on credit side of the capital. So what is the journal entry? You are going to write general reserve account at 18,000 to respective partners capital account. Accordingly, 15,000 we have cancelled that 15,000. 1 5 is 5, 3 5s are 15. 1 3 is 3. 6 3s are 18, right? So 6,000 rupees goes to Sudan's capital account. Accordingly, 3 5s are 15. 6 5s are 18, right? So again 1 3 is 3, 3 3s are 2 3s are 6, 3 zeros to be added here. 2,007s are, wait a minute here, 115 15 goes to 3 times in 5 table. No, 3 table 15 goes to 5 times, right? So in 3 table 18 goes to 6 times, right? So 6 into this here 3,000 rupees. Okay. Again 1 5 is 5. In 60 how many 5 is in 60? 1 time remaining 1 to 12 time. 12,000 into 3s are 12 3s are 36, right? 2 zeros to be added here. Similarly, we have here 18,000 rupees into 7 by 15. And 3 table goes to in 15. How many times? 5 3s are 15, right? Similarly, 6 3s are 18. Okay. Got it? 3 0 is to be added here. Again, 1 5 is 5. How many 5 is there? 1 5 is 5, remaining 1. After subtracting 5 from 6, remaining 1, it will be converted into 10. 2 5s are 10, 2 zeros to be added here. Then 7 2s are 14, remaining 1. 7 1s are 7 plus 1, 8. 8,400 rupees. Got it? So general reserve is to be converted into respective partners' capital account with their profit sharing ratio. Accordingly, 8,400 rupees will be transferred to credit side of the capital account. Where is capital account appears here? On credit side. Let's take this journal entry. What is the journal entry? Journal for general reserve. General reserve account that are 18,000 rupees to Vijayan's capital account 8,400. Sudhan's capital account 6,000 rupees and Suman's capital account 3,600 rupees. Let's take this journal entry. Where is capital account appears? It is on credit side. So you go to credit side of the capital account. Okay. You go to credit side of the capital account and enter the opposite account. What is the opposite account? General reserve is the opposite account. So you are going to enter by general reserve. In their columns, you are going to 8,400 rupees, 6,000 rupees, 3,600 rupees. We have entered with their respective partners' columns on credit side of the capital account. Okay. Let's come to the next adjustment. Goodwill of the firm is valued 36,000 rupees. Okay. So, what is the goodwill of the firm? 36,000 rupees. Okay. So, who is died from the partnership firm? Suman is died in the partnership firm. Okay. So, that 36,000 rupees, what is the profit sharing ratio for Suman? So, we have to calculate the profit sharing ratio for Suman. Okay. So, profit sharing ratio, firms goodwill value 36,000. Profit sharing ratio for, how can you calculate the profit sharing ratio? With the capital ratio, we know 70,000, 50,000, 3,000. For the respective partners opening capital, accordingly 40 is cancelled. Remaining we have 7, 5, 3. 7 is to 5, 3. 7 plus 5 plus 3, we get 15. The total share you have to enter on denominator. Okay. So, the respective partners profit sharing ratio is Vijayan's profit sharing ratio 7 by 15, Sudhan's profit sharing ratio 5 by 15, Suman's profit sharing ratio 3 by 15. So, firm's goodwill value is 36,000. What is the died partner Suman's share of goodwill? So, we have to calculate it that firm's share of goodwill 30,000 rupees for Suman's died partner Suman's profit sharing ratio 3 by 15. Got it? So, accordingly, 1 3 is 3, 5 3s are 15. Got it? So, 1 5 is 5. How many 5 is in 36? 7 5s are 35. After subtracting 35 from 36, you will remainder we have 1. It will be converted to 10. Okay. 2 5s are 10. Remaining 2 zeros to be added here. So, 2 0 we entered here. Okay, 7,200 rupees into 1s are 7,200 rupees. So died partner Suman's share of goodwill is 7,200 rupees. Immediately it will be transferred to Suman's died partner Suman's capital account. Then that goodwill value from Suman's partner capital account into the continuing partners gaining ratio. Who are the continuing partners after died Suman? Vijayan and Sudhan are continuing partner. So what is their gaining ratio if they not given in the question? If they given in the question gaining ratio, that means a new share. If they given in the question, we can subtract a new share from old share. You will get the gaining ratio. but they didn't given the new ratio. So we assume that the old profit sharing ratio as the gaining ratio. So we have give that 7,200 rupees died partner Sudan's goodwill transfer to continue partner for continue partners gaining ratio, continue partners capital account with their gaining ratio. So what is their gaining ratio? 7:5, right? 7:5 means 7 plus 5, 12. We have to enter the sum of the ratio in denominator, actual ratio on numerator. Okay. So the gaining ratio for Vijayan is 7/12. The gaining ratio for Sudan is 5/12. Got it? So we have calculated the 7,200 for with this gaining ratio with the respective continuous partners capital account. Okay. So that 7,200 goodwill taken from whom? Died partner Sudan. With their gaining ratio, Vijayan's gaining ratio is 7/12. Now we have to cancel it. 112 is 12. 6 12s are 72. 5 12s are 60. 6 12s are 72, right? 2 0 is to be added here. So 600. 7 6 are 42. Okay. 2 0 is to be added here. So 4,200 goes to Vijayan's capital account with Vijayan's gaining ratio for goodwill, and let's take Sudan's capital account, that gaining ratio with gaining ratio. So 7,200 goodwill. Whom's goodwill is this? Died partner Sudan's goodwill 7,200 rupees will be distributed to the continue partner Sudan's capital account with Sudan's gaining ratio 5/12. Okay, 112 is 12, 6 12s are 72. Got it? 2 0 is to be added here. Okay, then 5 6 are 30. 2 0 is to be added here. 3,000 rupees transfer to continue partner Sudan's capital account. What is the journal entry for the goodwill? So Suman's goodwill is 7,200. Died partner Suman's goodwill is 7,200 rupees. Immediately transfer to died partner Suman's capital account. Then it will be distributed to the continuous partner's capital account with their gaining ratio. Here, who is the giver? Suman is the died partner. Suman is the giver. Suman's capital account is the giver. So credit the giver. So Suman's capital account credited 7,200 rupees. Who is the receiver here? Continue partner Vijayan and Sudan or receiver. So it will debit the receiver. Okay. So Vijayan's capital account that was 4,200 rupees. Sudan's capital account that are 3,000 rupees. Let's take this journal entry. So where is the capital account? So now we prepare the capital account, right? So where is capital account appears? Capital account appears on debit and credit side, both the side. This is called as contra entry. I said for previous last 4 sums. Okay. So we studied in 11th standard bank reconciliation statement about the contra entry for cash and bank account. Okay. So similarly, we have the contra entry for capital account because we have capital account on both the side. Let's take the debit side. Debit side we have Vijayan's capital account or Sudan's capital account. Where is the capital account? Capital account appears on debtor side. So what you do? You go to debtor side of the capital account. Listen. We come to debtor side of the capital account, right? And we enter the opposite account. Who is opposite account? Suman capital account is the opposite account. Okay. So you are going to write 2 Suman's capital accounts. So you come to debtor side of the capital account and you enter the opposite account, that is Suman's capital account. Okay. And what are the amount is on debtor side? 4,200, 3,000 rupees. Whose account? Vijayan's capital and Sudan's capital, debtor side. So you are going to enter that 4,200, 3,000 rupees with whose column? Vijayan's column and Sudan's column on debtor side. So 4,200, 3,000 rupees entered on debtor side. Listen. Let's come to Credit side. Credit side, who is here? Suman's capital account. So you go to credit side of the capital account and enter the opposite account. Who are the opposite account? Vijayan's capital account and the Sudan's capital account. So we come to credit side of the capital account. Okay, credit side of the capital account and enter the opposite account, that is Vijayan's capital account and Sudan's capital account, and enter in Sudan's column. I enter Sudan's column 4,200, 3,000 rupees. So on credit side of the capital account, we are going to enter 4,200, 3,000 rupees against the Vijayan's capital account and the Sudan's capital account. Got it? Do you have any doubt? Please comment it. I will explain you. Please chat it. I am ready to explain, especially for this transaction. Okay. Let's come to the question. Let's take the fourth adjustment. The share of profit from the closing of the last financial year to the date of the basis of average of the 3 completed years of profit before date. The 3 consecutive years profits are 2016, 17, 18 is 40,000, 50,000, 30,000 rupees. Now we are going to find out the average profit for 3 consecutive years, 40,000, 50,000, 30,000. So we have, how can you find out the average profit? Sum of the profit divided by average period. Okay, so sum of the profit, we have to add 40,000 plus 50,000 plus 30,000, 40 plus 50 plus 30. Okay, 1,030 is the added here. 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 5, 12. So 1,20,000 rupees divided by 3 years, divided by 3. Okay. Now 1 3 is 3, 4 3s are 12, 4 0 is to be added here. So 40,000 rupees is the average profit for 3 years. Got it? Now, what is the current year profit? Listen. Who is died here? Suman is died when 31/3/2019. Okay. So what is the partnership firm's 31st December 2018 balance sheet is given here. So what is the actual their financial accounting period? 1st January to 31st December, right? So listen, when Suman died 31/3. So after December, January, February, March, there are 3 months. Okay, so we need to calculate for 3 months profit, current year profit. So the average profit for 3 years is 3 consecutive years is 40,000 rupees. What is the current year profit from the date of Suman's? So Suman is died 31/3/2019. So we have to calculate 31/12/2018 to 31/3/2019. That means 3 means March. Okay. So after December 31, January, February, March. So 3 by 12. 3 months divided by 12 months. Okay. Okay. So that for the 40,000 average profit, we are going to calculate for the current accounting period up to the date of died Suman, partner Suman died. Okay. So 1 3 is 3, 4 3s are 12, 1 4 is 4, 10 4s are 40, 3 0 is to be added. So 10,000 rupees. Current year profit is what? 10,000 rupees. What is the share of profit for died partner Suman? So we have to calculate that 10,000 rupees current year firm's profit. This is the firm's for profit. Partnership firm's profit is current year partnership firm's profit is 10,000 rupees. From the 10,000 rupees, we have to calculate the died partners Suman's share of profit. What is the Suman's share of profit share ratio? 3/15. So we have to calculate that 3/15 into firm's profit 10,000 rupees. Okay. So accordingly, 1 3 is 3, 5 3s are 15, 1 5 is 5, 2 5s are 10, 3 0 is to be added here. So 2,000 rupees. So 2,000 rupees is what? Suman's share of current year's profit. So we can't exactly say the Suman's profit is 2,000 rupees. So we have to enter that 2,000 rupees as a profit and loss suspense account. Why we have entered here suspense account? Because the current accounting period is not completed. 2000. So what is the current accounting period started? After the 31st December 2018, they completed the balance sheet. The next accounting period is started 1/1/2019. So 1/1/2019 to 31st 3 31/3/2019 up to 2019 31st 3 2019, they have the current accounting period. So in between the period, the Suman is died. That means 31/3/2019. So how can you calculate the Suman's exact profit? We can't calculate the Suman's exact after ended the current financial year only. If the we can know if the firms get profit or loss. After prepare the balance sheet only after end of the 31st/12/2019 only, we can exactly say the firm if the partnership firm get a profit or loss. Otherwise, we will take the previous consecutive years profit only. We can calculate the Suman's profit. It may be the firm get more profit than 10,000 rupees for current accounting period. If the firm actually get 18,000 rupees, last year they get 30,000 rupees for the profit. If you say for current accounting period 2019, after calculated 31st December 2019, they will earn 50,000 rupees profit. Who knows? We don't know. Or they may lose because the Suman is died. Okay, so they can't run the partnership firm. They can take 15,000 rupees loss. Okay, we don't know about it. So it is the approximate value. So for that they said the suspense account. The profit and loss 2,000 rupees for suspense account. It may be the profit may be raised or reduced after the end of the current accounting period only. We know the exact profit of the firm. Okay, so for that we have write the profit and loss suspense account 2,000 rupees provide to Suman's column on capital account. Okay, so that 2,000 rupees we entered credit side of the, because they get profit 2,000 rupees profit. What are the profit you get? It will be entered on credit side of the capital account. Okay, so we have entered against this 2,000 rupees in Suman's column. We entered the 2,000 rupees profit or loss on Suman's column. Against this, we are going to write by profit and loss suspense account. Got it? Then we entered the capital related transaction into the capital ledger account for capital account. Okay, now we have to find the total. Which side we have the higher value, that side we have the total. Got it? Debit side we have 4,200, 3,000 rupees. Credit side we have higher value than debit side, right? 70,000, 50,000, 30,000. After compared it, which side we have the higher value? Of course, the credit side. So we have to sum up each column wise. 70,000 plus 8,400 plus 7,000, you will get 85,400 rupees. Let's take Sudhan's column 50,000 plus 6,000 plus 5,000 added together 61,000 rupees. Suman's column 30,000 plus 3,600 plus 3,000 plus 2,000 plus 4,200 plus 3,000. You got 45,800 rupees. The same total you are going to enter the same horizontal line in opposite side, that is debtor side. 85,400 rupees, 61,000 rupees, and 45,800 rupees entered. After enter the total, now we will find out the closing balance. Okay, so how can we find out the closing balance? We have subtracted from 4,200 from 85,400. You will get 81,200 rupees. 3,000 minus 6,000 to 61,000 rupees, you get 58,000 rupees. 45, there is no value for Suman. There is no amount in Suman column. So this 45,800 rupees you are entered here. Listen, after entered, we find out what is the final settlement for died partner Suman. The final amount is 45,800 rupees. Okay. How can you pay that 45,800 rupees? Why? Why? Because Suman is died. The partner Suman is died. So that 45,800 rupees you will provide, you will paid to Suman's legal representative, legal executor. So again, this 45,800 rupees you are going to write Suman's executor account. Okay. The remaining two amounts you are going to, again this you are going to write to balance carried out. This is the closing balance for Vijayan and Sudan's capital. Then immediately it will be transferred to the opposite side and then enter below the total 81,200 rupees in Vijayan's column and 58,000 rupees in Sudan's column after enter below the total, which means this is the opening capital for next accounting period for continuous partner Vijay and Sudan. Got it? So again this you are going to write Kritika State. Kritika State. So against this you are going to write by balance brought down. Brought down means this is the opening capital for next accounting period Vijay and Sudan. Then immediately what we do? Immediately what they ask us, immediately prepare the balance sheet after death of the Suman. So after death of the Suman, immediately we prepare the balance sheet as on 31st March 2019. Always we started with the capital account on liability side. What is the opening capital for Vijayan? 81,200. What is the opening capital for next accounting period for Sudan? 58,000 rupees. Entered after entered added together you will get 1,39,200 rupees. Listen. Who is retired? Who is died in the partnership firm? What is the final amount? Suman is died. The partner Suman is died. Whose final settlement amount is 45,800 rupees. It will be paid to whom? Suman's legal executor. So this same amount you are going to enter on liability side, Suman's executor accounts 45,800 rupees. Why? Because the continuing partner is liable for Suman's executor for 45,800 rupees. So it will be entered on liability side of the balance sheet. After enter it, let's check the previous year's balance sheet given in the question, that is credit of 17,000 rupees. It will be entered on liability side, Sunday credit of 70,000 rupees. Let's come to asset side. Okay. Asset side, let's take the previous balance sheet given in the question. Asset side, building value 80,000 rupees. So building value 80,000 rupees entered in the amount column because we have the adjustment for building. So building to be 1 lakh rupees appreciated from 80,000 rupees into 1 lakh. So after subtracted 20,000 rupees appreciated, it will be added with the building amount. So after added, you will get 1 lakh rupees. Okay. Let's take next account on asset side for the previous accounting period taken from the question. Stock 45,000 rupees. So stock 45,000 rupees entered inner amount column. Why? Because we have the adjustment for stock. So stock depreciated 5,000 rupees. So stock depreciated means subtracted 5,000 rupees. After subtracted, you will get 40,000 rupees. Let's come to question. Asset side of the balance sheet, debtors 25,000 rupees. We don't have any adjustment for debtors. So debtors value 25,000 rupees entered outer amount column directly. Let's come to cash at bank, cash in and 20,000, 15,000 respectively. We entered into outer amount column because we don't have any adjustment for the cash at bank, cash in hand. So we entered outer amount column directly. Then come to the profit and loss suspense account 2,000 rupees. It will be entered into asset side of the balance sheet. 2,000 rupees entered. Now, what are the transactions related to assets and liabilities we taken from question and the adjustment we entered here after partners died? Okay, now we have to find the total. Total always equal in assets and liabilities, right? So let's take the liability side total 1,39,200, 45,800 rupees, 17,000. After added together, you will get 2,02,000 rupees on liability side. Let's come to asset side total 1 lakh rupees for 45,000 rupees plus 25,000 rupees plus 20,000 rupees plus 15,000 rupees plus 2,000 rupees added together, you will get 2,02,000 rupees. So asset and liability total, we got same value 2,02,000 rupees on both the side. So our sum is correct. Do you have any doubt? Please comment it into the comment box. Please subscribe my channel. Okay, we finished chapter 6 up to the exercise and illustration sum number 22. Next video, we will see with the new chapter, that is chapter 7, company's account, on 12th standard. Okay. We thank you. Take care. Bye bye.